Hey, it's Kat at Kattalestv. And even though we're in Los Angeles, the Phillip Schofield case in the UK is very interesting for multiple reasons. One, it's just another case of someone abusing their power position to manipulate someone younger who didn't have as much power. If you don't know who Phillip Schofield is, you could compare him to a Ryan Seacrest here. Imagine someone doing a morning show who met a young person. When I say young, this story is crazy because Phillip Schofield allegedly met the person he got involved with when he was barely a teenager in a drama class. And then he ended up giving the young man a job. And the young man is like 30 years younger than Phillip. So now the young man is in his 20s, but he's been released from his job duties, and Phillip is allegedly paying for his legal team, which means he's still controlling the narrative. But the thing is, if you do some research on this case, well, it's not a case yet, but this example of someone abusing their power, it reminds me a lot of how the media is used as a weapon by powerful companies that are able to sway people's opinion about what's right and wrong. The question is it against the law for Phillip Schofield to have a sexual relationship with a person that works for the company? And if that person is 30 years younger than him, and that he met that person when he was a teen, if he even was a teen, it seems like he was very, very young when they actually met. And then when he became a little older, Phillip helped him get a job at the station he worked for. And the word grooming comes into play a lot. But Phillip is controlling the narrative. He's trying to let the public know that he might end it all, and that he left his job and no one forced him to leave, and all this other stuff, which just seems so bizarre, because the question goes back to, did he break the law? Did he do something he wasn't supposed to do? And is there a criminal case involved besides just lawsuits? And how do, I believe it's called ITT or ITV, I'm so sorry. How do they stop this behavior? But yes, you should check out the Phillip Schofield case because it's crazy. Literally, he's using every trick in the book. He's using they, them in reference to himself. He came out as gay before the story broke to try to make people think that it's because he's gay that people are freaking out. No, it's because the boy was a boy when you met him, and now he's in his early 20s, I believe, and for lack of a better word, grooming comes to mind. He gave him a job. He even had him on a show. He had access to things that other people didn't have. And plus, Phillip Schofield was seen going to dinner with this young man. So, again, what's going to happen? Is Phillip Schofield going to continue to control the narrative of, I want to call it a case, because Megan Thee Stallion in America controlled the narrative when it came to Tory Lanez. And it's the more unfortunately, now that the case is over, well, in some regards, people think the case is over because Tori is looking at being sentenced any day now, actually, for a crime that the evidence is missing. The gun, the bullets, the fragments from her foot, the video surveillance footage from the area is all missing conveniently for Megan. And Megan, the Stallion, has said that Tori was putting out negative stories about her online when he had a ball gag order. I like to call it a ball gag order for 2 years. Meanwhile, Megan was the one putting out the narrative and also changing the story of how she got shot, what position exactly. But anyway, if you looked at the case and the actual evidence, you'd be shocked to see that this thing actually went through. And it's really sad because it says the media is in bed with the more powerful. Very similar to the Phillip Schofield case in a different way, because Phillip's trying to control the narrative with this young man that he was in a relationship with, who also, he was married, and, you know, he's gay, but he came out now, and his wife and his daughters may or may not have been aware of his lifestyle, but they're dealing with the fallout. And people's character does matter, and it should be looked at in a court of law. And I noticed that with Megan the Stallion's case, no one seemed to care. And also the prosecution said that we had to not talk about her sex life, even though she was sleeping with her bodyguard, Tori, even though she lied about it. And she cheated with Tori behind, she might have been dating somebody else, but behind her assistant's back, Kelsey, who was supposedly cheating on her boyfriend, who's now her baby daddy, with Tori. So, but also, Megan had a video she posted live in Turks and Caicos where her and her bodyguard, who she was having a relationship with behind his girlfriend's back, are in a pool in Turks and Caicos, and they're wasted. And Justin is playing with a gun. And Megan says he's on that bump. I mean, you can't make this shit up. Literally, you can find all this stuff online. She's so bold that she just doesn't care. And the prosecution not caring about whose gun it was and make the assumption that it was Tori's. If they watched that video in Turk and Caicos, they could hear Justin bragging about how many guns he has. Also, there's another gentleman in the pool. I don't know who he is, but he's talking about guns too. But literally, Megan could have got a gun from her bodyguard. And she's very comfortable with the gun because he's sitting there playing with it. He's standing, actually. He's standing there playing with it in the pool after Megan got shot, allegedly, a couple of months or weeks before. But both stories, you can't make this shit up. They're both crazy. So anyway, it's Kattalestv. You know, people get away with stuff because people let them get away with stuff. Check out that Phillip Schofield story, and if you don't know about the Megan the Stallion, or it's called The People versus Tory Lanez, I really wish there was cameras in the courthouse during the trial so you could see the ridiculousness of it. Because the problem now is most people have no idea what happened in that courtroom. And it's really disgusting. So take care. It's Kattalestv. Talk to you later. Bye.